Do you ever wish you could play your saxophone anywhere, anytime, without bothering anyone? For 2 years, I've been loving this super fun, pocket-sized sax. The keys are laid out exactly like the real thing, and it has solved my silent and travel practice problems. So in this video, I'm going to show you how the travel sax can help you become a better saxophone player by allowing you to instantly practice whenever and wherever you are. This instrument right here is the same travel sax I've had from day one that was in my other videos. After 2 years of somewhat heavy use around the world, it still works perfectly. The battery lasts a very long time, and I still love playing it. In fact, I believe in this instrument so much that my company, Better Sax, has become the distributor for travel sax in the US. More on that a bit later. I think visually, this can give off a bit of a toy-like vibe, and that was certainly my first impression when I saw it. But once you play it, you realize how intuitive it is. If you've ever played a real saxophone, you will immediately be at home on the travel sax and be able to play at the same technical level as you do on the real thing. The keys match the layout of an actual saxophone, and everything is right where it should be, even the palm keys. There is no learning curve on how to play the thing. You just pick it up and know how it works right away, which is not the case for most other digital saxophones. I've owned and messed around with just about every digital saxophone made in the last 30 years, and one of my biggest complaints was they always took a lot of fiddling around before you could get started playing. With the travel sax, I could just pick it up, turn it on, and start playing instantly. That's why it's always sitting right here on my desk. As I'm creating lessons for my online studio or YouTube videos, I can quickly play ideas, check what I've written, transcribe something I've heard, or just noodle around for a minute while I'm waiting for something to upload or a meeting to start. And even more importantly, it gives me a guilt-free alternative to compulsively picking up my phone to check Instagram for the 16th time. I've always tried to bring a real saxophone with me everywhere I go, but sometimes it's just not practical to do so. For the last 2 years, I've brought this travel sax with me on many trips, and it has gotten a ton of use. One time I forgot to pack it and was so disappointed it wasn't with me. That's when I realized how much I've come to rely on this thing. It's great for hotel practice, and I use it to review and learn tunes I might be playing on a gig and to prepare lessons when I'm on the road. But I mainly use it just for fun during downtime. All instruments should be fun to play. If you're held back by the thing not working well or having to connect a bunch of cables and fiddle with software, you're just going to get discouraged, and the thing is likely to end up collecting dust on your shelf. Out of all the electronic saxophones I have, the travel sax has gotten the most use by far because it's so easy to get started. I can take it with me anywhere, and it's super fun to play. But it also solves a huge problem every sax player has. One of the biggest issues we face as saxophone players is being able to practice without disturbing our neighbors or other members of our household. I dealt with this for most of my life, and only recently have I had the luxury of a sound-isolated studio. That alone makes the travel sax pretty much a necessity for anyone who lives in an apartment or with other people and wants to be able to practice anytime. And the best part is that you can play sound through this thing using Bluetooth, so with just plugging in a pair of headphones, you can have backing tracks, a metronome, or any music you want in the mix. No, it's not going to help you develop your saxophone sound in any way, but it satisfies that urge to play and works great for the fingering and technical side of your saxophone playing. Us saxophone players are much less into electronic gadgets than, say, guitar players are. We don't get into all the cables and pedals and amps like they do. We are much more into the analog gear like reeds, mouthpieces, and ligatures, right? Electronic saxophones have been around for decades, but they've never really taken off. Here's why I think this time is different. Instead of being designed as a performance instrument first, the travel sax is designed as a practical and convenient practice tool first. Saxophone players don't really need a new electronic instrument for performing on stage. The saxophone itself is already pretty awesome as it is. What every saxophone player does need, though, is a way to practice quietly and a way to practice when traveling. The travel sax is solving both of these very real problems, and that's why people are buying so many of them. I have talked to loads of other professional saxophone players and amateurs who own a travel sax and just love the thing for all the reasons I've already mentioned. The travel sax is fun to play and makes getting better at the saxophone easier, and that's why I think this will start to become somewhat of a standard additional tool for all kinds of saxophone players. The new role of Better Sax as the distributor for the travel sax in the US is a reflection of how much we love this instrument and believe that it has an important place alongside real saxophones. Click the link in the description to learn more about the travel sax or order one for yourself. There are a lot of ways you can use this to practice, and I describe them in detail in this video here. Go watch it to learn how the travel sax can help you actually get better at playing a real saxophone.